So as promised, here's a short video going over both the iced method and in-text citations. So there are two different kinds of in-text citations. One is a narrative citation, where you're listing all of the information about the source right there in the sentence as a part of the sentence. So you still have all the same information, the author's last name, the date, and the page number, but you have it spaced out in the sentence. So that makes sense. According to Riesberg, Riso, and Jeremiah, 2021, we are aware that kids who are physically fit have better physical and mental status, but less is known about whether body composition at school could be possibly mediated by physical fitness level at kindergarten, page 2. You can do the exact same thing and put all of this information into parentheses if that is what you would prefer. However, it would look slightly different. So you would have the and become an ampersand, the date, and then the page number, and finally the period. So notice that there's no period at the end of the quotation. The period is at the end of the citation. The other thing we talked about was how to integrate these sources. So you have an introduction sentence, something that introduces the topic or the context, talks a little bit about what your source is going to say. Then you have the citation, what your source says, and the explanation, what to do with what the source has said. What is important about what the source is telling your reader, and why did you select it? Then finally, you're transitioning to the next idea or piece of source material or section or paragraph. So now that we've talked a little bit about in-text citations and just briefly touched on integration, look for another video about this method later. I want to talk a little bit about the references as well. So down here, I showed you guys a couple of different tools for this. For EBSCOhost, you can just go and get the golden ticket. There's a little button on the side of your detailed record that says Cite. You click on Cite, and then you can simply copy and paste. But as I said in class, you have to be careful with this because it's not always correct. As you can see, it was missing an important piece of information, the permalink. So you have to make sure that you know what it's supposed to look like. And how can you do that? Well, you just go to your friendly browser and you type in APA Purdue OWL. We'll be using the 7th edition as we have all semester. And you can go to General Format OWL. You can search. You can also use their citation tool. What I prefer to do is go and look at the actual example and then compare. So reference list, electronic sources, that's going to be the one that you use. And you can just compare what they have here with what you have here. Another way you can do this is by using the tools in Google Docs. You can go to Tools and then go down to Citations. And you can select the type of source that it is. Is it a book, website, journal article, newspaper article, and then cite it. But be extra careful with this. As the saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. Make sure that the information you're putting in is good so that the source citation that you get from this generator comes out correct. If you have any questions about any of those, please let me know. As always, you're welcome to take a picture of your references, send it to me, email it to me, however you get it to me. Carrier pigeon is completely fine. I'm more than happy to look at those for you. Okay, so that's it for now. If you have any questions, I'm here.